Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to another tutorial on programming essentials in Python. This is the fourth tutorial or video about functions in Python, and in this tutorial we are going to explain the use of return keyword and what's the meaning of the none value. So basically the function, so far we learned that the function can accept parameters, can accept values, but what if we want the function to return a variable? So what if this function is not this one, or what if we want the function to calculate the sum of two values, and here we are gonna just say sum x comma y, and I will send here also x comma y, and here we are gonna calculate that results equals x plus y, or you can call it s. Okay, of course if we are gonna just comment this that right now. Okay, when we run, this is going to be an error. I guess you noticed why, because y is not defined. We are going to say y equal 4, and then I will define it. You see there is nothing inside the function and there is nothing outside the function. What if I want to send two values and receive or return their results? So in this way we are going to use the return keyword. So we're going to say return, you see the color changed, return s. This will return, and basically we are going to just comment any printout here. We are going to return the value of s. So again, when we print, nothing printed because we returned it here but we didn't receive it here. So we should say print, and between parentheses we are going to call it. Since we put the function here within the print, the return value will be printed, as you will see here, 6. Okay, if you don't like this way, you can just say or do the following. You remove this with, for example, s, and then you say s equals sum of xy, and then you print s, and this is going to be the same thing. So this is the return. What does the return do? And basically the return will cause the function to quit, or will cause the execution to quit the function. It is not necessarily at the end of the function. It's usually we use it to return a value, but you can use it similarly to break. You can use it to exit the function based on a specific condition. So I can just do the following right now to show you what do I mean. Let me just I will comment this. I will not have to rewrite it before again. So I will print this, okay, and before the other print or then the next print I'm gonna say return without anything. Okay, and let me just comment this and comment this as well, because to avoid generating a problem here. You see, nothing is printed. Outside before too. Why? Because only this one is printed, as we can see here. Anyway, nothing is printed basically because we didn't call the function anyway. So let me call it from here. Now we see outside the function, and then only one set of lines or dashes, one line, which is this one, and then outside. Okay, because the other one didn't print because of this return. This return did exit the function before we reach these two statements. Okay, if we remove it, you see we are going to have a different output here. You can now compare this output to this output. Here with the return, after this printout, here without the return, then we continue printing this and continue printing this. This is basically the return. It's either return a value when needed or just quit the function if you want to quit for any reason. Now what's the none? And basically what if the function doesn't return anything, like now the function doesn't return anything and you did that, print. Okay, so what's going to be the result here? 5. It's not an error, but it is going to be a none. What is this none? You are trying to print the return value of the function when the function does not return anything. So if a function does not return a value and you try to print it or to return a value to it, for example, you want to say s and here s equals sum of 2 and whatever value, it's okay, it's going to be also none. It's not going to be a syntax error like other programming languages. Okay, so this is when you get none. You have to pay a very close attention to this, because usually you get this kind of questions when you apply for the professional certification, and you can see these kind of questions in the summary test exams and the final test exam and in chapter exams as well. Okay, so remember this all the time. You're going to get an and if you remember in our explanation previously in the list, when we tried to print the list, like print list.sort, we got the result none, because the sort does not return a value, it just sorts the list. So you need to sort the list and then you print the list instead of printing the result of sorting the list. That's it. This is all. That's all about return and none. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in next tutorials, inshallah. Have a nice day.